like I said, being injured and just having to go through that entire process, which I've never really just been hurt before, that seriously. It was different, but for the most part, man, it was definitely a moment for me to understand the position I'm in, both as a player and as a man as well. And just those entire 5, 6, 7 months has definitely helped me grow. So
you were like one of the most even-keeled dudes that I know. Like, you are very in the middle. I'm good. You're a pleasant person.
Yeah.
When something like that happens, do you allow yourself to get angry? Do you scream out an F word? Anything? Like, do you have any moment of that?
I mean, I felt like I had that moment when I went down. I was unsure what happened. It felt like somebody just kicked me in the back of my leg. So I was like, what in the world just happened? Like, did somebody just kick me, And then you try to place your
Were you
foot
ready to
down.
fight? Were you? Oh, my God.
Nah.
I need to see that one day.
Nah,
Were you ready to fight?
No, I wasn't ready to fight.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just trying to figure out what happened for me to just go down that quickly. So me just looking at my leg and it's like, what's going on? Like, why am I not able to step, And then I'm coming back to Kevon, who was the corner at the time on that side, and I'm asking him, like, did you kick me? Like, did they run a route and you just stepped on the back of my foot? He was like, nah, bro. Like, I was nowhere close to you. And then looking back at the film, like, there was literally nobody around me at all. So that's when it got, like, really caught me, like, man, this is actually serious.
Legit, bro.
Yeah,
Legit.
Definitely.
You obviously are not going to be out there. We all know it's going to be 4 weeks for sure.
4 weeks, man. 4 weeks. 4 tough weeks.
How you handling that? Like, how are you the type that you're capable of being like, hey, man, this is part of the journey. This is the way that it goes. Or, like, do you wake up in the morning, like, bothered? Like, man, I should be playing. This is what I do. I need to be out there.
You know what's crazy is during that moment,
because that little kid right now is really bothered that you're not out there. That child is really bothered that you're not out there.
I apologize ahead of time. I apologize. Right? But I mean, for me, it's actually been a solid journey for me. Like, I haven't really been fiending too much to be out on the field besides like now with the season starting. But my main focus has just been to get right, just get back healthy, and regardless of if it takes me these next 4 games to be out, as long as I'm at my best and I'm prepared to go out there and help this team win, then that's kind of all that matters to me. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So what did you do on your off time, right? This is a different situation for you. Obviously, you weren't really able to participate in any of the activities. Did you pick up some new hobbies? What did you do differently this year because you weren't able to do your normal routine in previous off seasons?
Yeah, so pretty much I was in Houston after surgery and all of that. I did 2 weeks here, and then I decided to just go back home, and I did my rehab in Houston, and I got a house out there, and pretty much I literally fixed it all up. I was on Wayfair, I was on Amazon, nearly 24 hours a day.
So you were spending money.
Hey man, I had just got the contract, and then that check had just came through, so I felt like I had.
And you're going through it. Like, we've all been there. We've all, gone through it a little bit. We've all been in those situations.
Definitely.
Before.
So pretty much all I was doing was just fixing the house up, and literally whenever I had the chance to walk and move around, I'd go and check out some new food spots in Houston.
That's not the worst way to spend.
Not the worst.
There's a lot of things that I can think of that would be a more difficult way to spend my time.
Most definitely.
Than wayfaring and trying out new food spots in town.
Hey, and it worked out too. The house looks
There you go.
That's great right now.
We're coming back to that a little bit later on in the show, all right? It is the Tyus Bowser Show. It is brought to you by Maryland Vascular Specialists. Their team of surgeons is Maryland leaders in ethical arterial procedures. We are live at Guilford Hall Brewery. Tyus, you have a special guest that has come out and joined you tonight. And I know you told us a lot last year about what this man means to you, and where you met him in his career and your career. Can you explain to everybody else your relationship with your guest here tonight?
Man, this guy here, definitely NFL vet, an NFL superstar, a guy that I've looked up to for the longest, that I can remember, back from college, watching this guy on TV, getting 3-4 sacks against the Texans, and it's like, man, I want to be this guy one day. And to just be in this position now and to play with this guy, man, is definitely an honor. And that's 5-0, Justin Houston.
What's up, Justin Houston?
Appreciate y'all for having me.
Justin, thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us tonight, man. It's great to see you.
Appreciate it. No problem, man. I'm doing it for my guy right here.
That's awesome, dude. Tell me about that relationship, the others. A lot of people have been talking recently about you kind of being the Yoda now for this football team. We've heard that said a few times of late. Tell me about this guy, Tyus, and connecting with him and what you knew about him when you came in and how that relationship came about.
I was watching film, and I was just telling, when I actually got a chance to talk to him, I was just telling him how good I thought he was. And I just thought, just seeing his skill sets on film, it was amazing to me, because it was a guy that can do everything. And at our position, it's hard to find. Either you find one or the other. You find a good pass rusher, or somebody that drop in coverage, but somebody just either play the run. But you never find a guy. It's hard to find a guy that can do everything. And I thought from watching film, like, he was that guy that can do everything. So I was just telling him, I was like, you really can go. You have a lot of skill sets. You're very gifted. So I was just telling him, like, really just believe in himself and just play like you're that guy, because you really are that guy.
I mean,
He
we know that.
definitely is.
We know that.
Absolutely.
We know that he's that guy, right?
Justin, you are what do they call seasoned vets at this point when you're on a younger team?
We're trying to find a way to not say old.
Yes,
We're trying to avoid.
correct. I don't want
Say mature. I'm very mature.
So you're the mature guy on the team. You're the seasoned vet on the team. How do you embrace that role? Because obviously there's a lot of younger guys on the team. Do you try to help them out with advice? Do they come to you for advice? How is the relationship with the younger guys in the group?
I always tell them I'm an open book. I just have a lot of experience. So they come to me rather than somebody that never been through it. They see I'm going through it, done been through a lot. So even on and off the field, I've been through a lot. So I always tell them I'm an open book. So anytime you have a question about anything, I'm here to talk. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to give wisdom to help them out in life.
By the way, we're talking with Tyus Bowser, Justin Houston out here at Guilford Hall Brewery. Justin comes off as like the most composed, professional, like it's almost like he looks like a man that should be wearing a suit, right? Like, that's the way he comes off. Tyus, do you get to see another side of Justin at all? Do you get to see someone who maybe is a little bit more like playful, or is he this guy at all times?
I feel like he's this guy at all times. I mean, from us, in practice, or even just us in Arizona, and just being able to hang out outside of, football. He's just always this calm, collected, cool guy that goes about his business, that knows how to enjoy himself, but also is mature in the same way. And, like I said, always looking out, always looking to help the young vets, just being there for all of us. So
this is cool. Justin, you always been like this? Is this who you are?
This is, I would say, mainly who I am. I definitely got another side of me. Y'all gonna see it this year.
Okay.
When I'm claiming, like, I'm speaking into existence, man. We're gonna win the Super Bowl.
All right, let's talk about that. We heard you say that yesterday. You put that out there.
He said quite a few things yesterday.
Yeah, you put that out there. I'm going to speak it into existence.
That's
You
right.
referenced scripture too when you said that.
I'm a Christian believer. I believe in God, and like God said, if He said, "You follow my ways and give me your heart, you can have the desires of your heart." And my heart and my desire is to win a Super Bowl. Like, that's the number one thing on my heart right now. And my whole commitment this offseason was giving Him my all. So I just been praying that I give Him my all, because I know if I give Him my all, He gonna give me His all, and His all is that ring.
I mean,
For the record, he has the bracelet on. He has a "What Would Jesus Do" bracelet on. So
This
I
is-
absolutely believe
Actually, a
that.
kid gave me this
Oh, awesome.
in Arizona, and I promised him I would never take it off. And I told him the only way it will come off if somebody tear it or it get cut in a game or something. That's the only way this thing will come off my wrist.
That's dope.
I love that.
That's dope.
I love Tyus. I know you want to win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna tell a story. So when the Ravens got to the Super Bowl the last time, somebody asked Joe Flacco after the AFC Championship, "Hey, what does it mean to you to get Ray Lewis back to the Super Bowl?" And he said, "You know what's cool about this is that Ray wanted it for us."
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you this question, knowing I know you want to go to a Super Bowl. I know you want to win a Super Bowl. But talking about Justin the way that you were just talking about and what he's meant to you, what would it mean for you to get this guy to a Super Bowl? Not that we're trying to run him out or say that like he's at the end, like because we're, he was talking that he was going to get more like 30 more sacks and all that sort of stuff. But what would it mean for you, everything he's accomplished, to get this dude to a Super Bowl and help him win one?
It's crazy. That was actually like one of my goals. One of my personal goals was to win a Super Bowl and win it for this guy. Just because of the character he has and just how hard he works and what he's done, not only for me and our group, but just for this organization as being a leader. And I know during my time in college, I had young guys who told me like, man, we want to get you this championship, this conference championship ring for you, for what you've been able to do for us and just leading the way. And that kind of came into my mind, this past year. And I did want to do the same thing for him. So that's kind of like my mindset. That's my motivation going into this year, is to get this man a championship. So.
I'm in favor of speaking things to existence. I want to make that very
Absolutely.
clear. I'm in favor of Tyus is back week 5.
Yeah.
You guys are winning a Super Bowl. What else do we want to speak into existence while we're at it? We want to, I'm going to win the lottery.
I'm gonna just stick with the Super Bowl right now.
That's
one,
all you
one
worried
thing at a time.
Yeah.
One thing at a time. Yeah.
All you worried about that.
Small steps.
I dig it, man. All right, this is the Tyus Bowser Show. We are live in Station North at the beautiful Guilford Hall Brewery. How about this place, man?
This is nice.
I love it.
This is nice.
This place is gorgeous.
What's crazy? I don't be finding spots like this.
Now, I done gave you a whole list last year of
You did.
places.
But
Have
I
you
was-
been to any of them?
I was hurt.
No. You were not hurt prior to.
I mean, we had practice. We had a lot of stuff going on. So I tried. There was actually like 1 or 2 that I did go to.
Okay. All right.
It was.
Okay.
This is one of Rita's places.
Yeah,
this is
I like this place a lot.
legitimately Rita
Okay.
hangs out here. The Guilford Hall Brewery is going to be open 7 days a week starting this Sunday with their Ravens season kickoff party. It begins at noon, 10% off for everyone wearing football apparel, $5 half liters, cocktail specials, and more. Find out more by going to guilfordhall.com. When we come back in, I got a bunch of things we want to cover, right? I want to talk about Justin already got to 100 sacks. Now we need to set the bar higher. He was talking about the next number that he wants to get to. I want to talk about how your guys' college teams respectively looked over this past
Because that's my talk right there.
I want to address that as well. All that's coming up. We are live on 105.7 The Fan. This is the Tyus Bowser Show. John, can you turn? All right. Guys, if you want to start making a line to come up and say it. Two things. Hey, real quick. I got to... Welcome back into segment number 2 of the Tyus Bowser Show. It's Rita and Glenn. Oh, you didn't even do the bit, Rita. What the heck happened?
Huh?
I just did the bit. I set you up for it. I said
Glenn and Rita.
Oh, man, that was rough.
Sorry.
Well, I'll try it again next time.
We only do that on the radio show.
But this is on the radio now, Rita.
No, this is live.
Oh, stop. All right, it's
different.
Tyus is what matters. Tyus is the host of the show, and he's got Justin Houston out here with him tonight. Would y'all make some more noise for Tyus and Justin Houston? Tyus Bowser Show is also brought to you by Ginsu Kamado Grills. Coming soon, the Ginsu Kamado Grill, the perfect ceramic tailgate for home grill use or to sear, grill, bake, and smoke all kinds of food. I can't wait to get my hands on a Ginsu grill. All right, so Tyus, I saw you on Twitter try to say that a win's a win. You guys, they were hell-bent on not getting the win over the weekend.
Yeah, man. We got it, man. We found a way to win.
Yeah.
We found a way.
Yeah, call it a win. 37-35 in overtime against Texas San Antonio.
Yeah.
Justin, how'd Georgia do this weekend?
I think we did all right. You know what I'm saying?
Just okay.
I think we just did okay. You know?
Okay, so let me ask you I'm not going to tell you who I'm a fan of. Let's just, I'm not going to do that today. But be quiet. Be quiet, Glenn. I will say, so I don't like y'all. I'm going to just say that. I don't like y'all. However, I did feel like there was some disrespect there for Georgia coming in number 3 after winning the national championship. Now, I understand that they lost a lot of talent, particularly on defense, to the NFL. A lot of guys went there. But I felt like number 3 was pushing it. Even if you think that Alabama is better, I think that Georgia still has to be number 2. So do you think that they made their mark after that game and they've leapfrogged the number 1? Or because the standings came out today, and I don't know where they are now, but should they be number 1?
It really don't matter at this point, as long as they get in the dance at the end of the season. So
I hear you.
As long as we stay undefeated and we get in the dance, we're gonna do what we're supposed to do. So that's all I care about, just staying undefeated and getting in the dance.
One thing I will say is Stetson Bennett is a guy that I laughed at first at one point, but he looked good.
I think his confidence now. So after he playing carefree. I think when he first got out there, he was worrying about his mistakes. You can tell he was holding on to the ball, scared to throw the ball. But the last game he just played, it was amazing. He was playing carefree. He was throwing that ball like he belongs there. So I love his journey, what he's been through, the challenges he's been through and faced and overcome. I have so much respect for that kid.
Can you put into words what that meant to you, like seeing them win a title? I get it. You want to win your own championships. Like you got your own thing you're doing, but how special was that for you?
Once a dog, always a dog. So I've won a championship.
That's
too,
right.
You know? I may not get a ring, but I definitely won. I definitely carry that around on my back, that title. So it means a lot for Dog Nation to even. It's been a while since we had the opportunity to win and bring one home. So to finally bring one home is big for us.
Yo, but beating Texas San Antonio by 2 points in overtime is pretty good too, right? Like,
that's great, man.
It's basically, it's almost the same as being national champions.
No, it is the same. In my eyes, it's the same, man. Go Cougs, man. Go Cougs.
You both want to know. Like
we both want to know.
You got that.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That is all that matters.
How entrenched do you guys pay attention to your alma maters? As players, because people like to compare college and NFL, and people know me. They know I'm a huge college football fan. I think that you can separate the two. Like college is on Saturdays, or you don't have to put two bad chicks together. They can coexist, right? So do you guys keep up with your team?
It didn't work out well for me. Actually, I suggest not trying to put two bad chicks together.
That's all I'm saying. You can enjoy the scenery. You can enjoy the scenery because there's an opportunity to enjoy both, right? Do you guys even pay attention to it on Saturdays, but still have to prepare yourself for Sundays? Because that's a lot.
Oh, for me, I'm always locked into my team. I make sure, when we eating food, we're on the TV when we playing,
Right.
Regardless of who's playing,
Yeah.
we're on the TV. I'm paying attention to them, and I'm locked in. That actually helps me, going to Sunday, ready to go, because it's nice to see your own team, your own family play, and it's good to see young guys do well, and that just helps motivate you and get you right for Sunday, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I'm always locked in when the Dogs play. So the only time I don't get to see them play if we flying in the air, but I'm checking the score while we in the air. So I'm always watching, praying, hoping we get that win.
Justin, we talked to Tyus about his path to Houston. Was it always Georgia for you? Like, did you always know growing up, like, that's where I want to be?
Yes, I knew off rip where I wanted to go. I didn't even take any official visits.
Really?
Yeah, I knew I wanted to go to Georgia. So once Georgia offered, it was like, yeah, I'm coming.
You can't. Can you believe that? Like, his name is literally Houston. You guys couldn't even get him to take an official visit. Like, what the hell's going on there?
It's a different time, man. I wasn't part of it during that time. I can't help you.
Justin, you went over 100. By the way, Justin Houston over 100 career sacks. Did I hear you say your son has set a new goal for you?
Yes, he has 130 in mind. So
why 130?
Because he keep up with all the stats. So he's figured if I get to 130 sacks, that will give me my gold jacket.
Wow.
I need to know what does that mean? How many more years are you going to be with the Ravens as a result?
That's yet to be determined. We'll see. I don't make y'all know a lot of decisions go into that. Like, if it was up to me, I would love to stay here, but I don't get to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? So I don't pick the teams at the end of the year. That's out of my pay grade. So you know what I'm saying? Would I love to stay here and would I love to finish my career here? Yes, I would.
Because you had to make a decision this past offseason, right? Like, why? What was your experience like in Baltimore that made you say that's where I want to be if they're willing to keep having me?
I love the coaches and the guys in the locker room. I think, especially Coach Harbaugh, I think he's a straightforward guy, and like that's hard to find nowadays. And for some coaches, a lot of coaches not straightforward. Like you can go sit down with Coach Harbaugh and have a real man-to-man talk. Y'all can agree to disagree, and he gonna speak how he feel. You can speak how you feel, and there's no hard feelings. And he gonna it's all love. You know what I'm saying? So I respect that so much from that guy, because that's rare to find in this league. That you got coaches that will look you dead in your eye and tell you something that's not real. You know what I'm saying? But what Coach Harbaugh tell you is exactly what he feels and what he believes, and you have no choice but respect it. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I respect that and I appreciate that.
Tyus likes the Harbaugh so much, he's wearing gym shoes tonight. I don't know if everybody got to see it. Can you show everybody these kicks that you got tonight?
Come on now. The Michigan shoes.
Like,
Go ahead
did
and put
Mike
them out
McDonald
there.
give you those?
No, he didn't give me these, but I was like, I need to get out of black and white. So I was trying to get into some different colors, and these just came about, and I was like, I guess I could work with these.
Yo, I mean, I like them.
I like them too.
They're clean.
So
like
do
them
you
too.
have a pair of pandas that also? Do you have a pair of panda dunks?
I got some pandas.
Okay,
Yeah. I
all
got some
right.
panda dunks.
Okay.
Gotta have a panda dunks.
Clearly, because you like black and white, so I knew you had to have a pair
man.
of pandas.
I'm a basic guy.
Glenn, do you know what
definitely
pandas
know
are?
what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
I totally know exactly what you guys are talking about.
So
'cause
Glenn, let me break this
I'm
down
very
to you.
hip.
I'm gonna break it down to you. It's the same shoe that he has on, but they are black and white. Okay, all right.
That sounds like a shoe I'd like to have.
I might have to give you something for your birthday.
Bro.
What size shoe you wear?
I'm a 12.
I bet.
11.
I got you.
For
got
being
you.
honest.
I got you.
It's the Tyus Bowser Show. We are live at Guilford Hall Brewery in Station North, 1611 Guilford Avenue, where they got a huge Ravens season kickoff party coming up this Sunday that you're going to want to be here for. I mentioned Mike McDonald. Give me a quick thumbnail. We got food coming. Oh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Oh my.
All right,
that a person?
so since food is coming,
Hang on
before
a
we get
second.
to Michael McDonald,
Yeah.
Tyus, we know how you feel about Old Bay. Justin, how do you feel about Old
Oh,
Bay?
wow.
About
Old Bay, because you know that's a
Old
big
Bay.
deal here.
the seasoning,
Yes.
I love it.
Thank you.
What's the problem with that? I don't. Am I missing something? Am
Did I
missing
say something wrong? Did I
You
say
know,
something?
your
No.
teammates,
no.
teammates are a lot when it comes to food, and they like to talk about food a lot on the timeline,
And they got some terrible takes.
they have the worst takes. They don't like mac and cheese. They don't like Old Bay. They don't like crabs. I just don't understand these people.
Everybody not cut from the same cloth. You know what I'm saying? Some people are different, but that would make us unique in our own special way. That would make us a team. So I'm gonna ride with my teammates, but You need different pieces to make it work.
It's
You're
a good
right.
political answer, by the way. Were you a seafood guy?
I love seafood.
Okay. All right. Respect. Now, Tyus came out and he ordered the mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
The play. Tell me, are you like everywhere you go, you're ordering mozzarella sticks guy?
No. Honestly, I'm just looking at the appetizers to see what's quick, what's easy to
All right.
eat
While you're doing a radio show.
while I'm doing a radio show. And I feel like they got a lot of stuff. The sweet potato fries, the chicken wings. I seen some hummus on here. They got a lot of good stuff on here.
Look at that pretzel, by the way. That looks good as
that
hell.
pretzel
We're
is
going to
nice.
dive into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try
I
that out.
ordered the sausage platter, by the way, and it's exactly as advertised. And Rita, I might need you to do the show for a little while. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be available.
Better go in
He's
on them
going to be in the
blizzards.
bathroom for a while.
I'm going to be Joey Chestnut here in a second.
Let's go in on them blizzards, boy.
Did you see the dude who drank his beer through a hot
Nah, that's out
dog?
of line.
Did you see that guy?
That's out of line, man. That's out of line.
I tried it.
No.
You
what?
tried it?
I tried it. 'Cause
Why,
you gotta know.
Glenn?
How you gonna judge somebody before you know? Wait a second. I feel like this should be up your alley. How you gonna judge somebody
This
before
is
you know what you got
embarrassing.
going on? I needed to
I'm gonna
know.
keep my comments to
All
myself.
right, man. We're gonna have to.
No,
we're
no,
gonna
no,
have to
no.
move.
Please do not leave your comments to yourself. Please tell Glenn how foolish he is for trying to do what he just
I
did.
don't think my comments are appropriate for this.
Wait a second.
Mine aren't either, so I'm just
Ask
gonna
Rita
keep
how
it
she
shut.
drinks her beer.
I drink it with a straw, but that's nothing like what you just said.
You got a
She drinks
glizzy.
beer with a
He had a
straw.
glizzy. He don't
She
know.
drinks
Tell-
beer with a
tell-
straw,
Tell Glenn what a
Tyus.
glizzy is.
You know what? Let's move on, people.
Okay.
What's the next topic?
I'm glad Justin said it because I was going to be quiet.
Next topic is I'm gonna enjoy this glizzy. That's
Hey,
the way
you
it's
got
gonna
it.
go. That's the
No.
Hey, enjoy your glizzy, man.
This is the first show.
I would
of the
like to
season.
know how that went. I need more.
Yeah,
I need
how
more
did they go?
details.
It's nothing. It does nothing for you. I don't know. This guy was just drunk and was messing around. He literally poked a hole through the entirety of the hot dog.
And you felt the need to follow behind him and do
I
it?
just wanted to know. I don't understand what's so bad about that. Why do I have to defend myself? I'm trying to broaden my horizons, expand things.
That's not a
I learned about
horizon
pandas
you
tonight.
wanna.
I learned.
That's not a horizon you want to go about, man. You want to stay away from that horizon
Yeah.
specifically. That horizon, stay away from it, man.
I thought we were friends. I thought we were better than this.
We'll
We are
talk,
friends.
we'll
I'm
talk
helping
after the
you
show.
out.
We'll
Trying to
talk,
be
we'll
a
talk
good
after the
friend
show.
to you, because I could just leave you out for dry. You out here.
I'm gonna enjoy this sausage. You're gonna tell me about you got a new defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
A guy you know though.
Yeah.
What's it been like that transition as Mike McDonald's moved into that role?
It's been refreshing. It's been great to just see where he come from. You know, just being a linebacker coach when I was there. I want to say my second year, and then just seeing what he did at Michigan, and now having the opportunity to be a defense coordinator for us. It's been awesome, especially with the defense that he runs. It pretty much kind of like what we did, you know, the past few years. So it's been really smooth for me to be able to go about the playbook and learn from it, and to still go out there and play fast and not have to think so much. So it's been great to have him around.
Justin, is it weird having a defensive coordinator that's like literally the same age as you?
So what's crazy? I've known Mike since like really when he started. We met at Georgia. He came on working at Georgia and he was helping out there when I was my last year there at Georgia. That's when I met Mike. So this go back like way back. You know what I'm saying? When I was in college. So to see him now, to see where he has, how much he's grown and how hard he works, like it's amazing, and I love it. And I'm glad he's got this opportunity. And the little time we spent so far, I just love everything about how he's going about doing the system, how he's demanding greatness from us. He's not asking, he's demanding it. Like, he wants perfection from it. You know, perfection don't exist, but that's the aiming point. And he's demanding it from everybody in the room, not one person. It's not like because you such and such. He don't care what person you are in that room. He demanding greatness from everybody in that room. And I love it. And to be a winning defense, that's what you got to have.
It's awesome. That's awesome. We like it. What should we expect? Is it, Tyus, is it different? Like, you know, he was here when Wink was here. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
is it that different than what we've seen before?
It's a little different, just in a new position, higher position. So like you said, he demands greatness. He demands, you know, perfection, you know, out of this group. And he knows that we're capable of doing that. He believes in all of us. He knows what we can do. And we believe in him, and that just helps us grow as a defense to go out there and be the best defense in the league. So I just feel like what he's doing for us now is definitely going to help us moving forward, come, this Sunday and moving forward throughout the season.
It's great. That's great. We love everything about that.
Yeah.
All right. I want to eat more food, so we need to take a quick break.
What you won't do is make
I'm
a
not
hole
no,
in the
I'm-
sausage.
No,
and we're going to
I'm
tell
not.
you what that word means during the break.
Rita, I know.
Do you know?
Do you really?
I do know what it means. We're on the radio now, so we can't talk about it.
Okay.
All right? We can't talk about it this season. That's the way it goes. Hey, y'all make some noise again for Tyus Bowser and Justin Houston. Live from Guilford Hall Brewery, this is the Tyus Bowser Show. It's a partnership of Pressbox and Grade 8's Memorabilia. Of course, Pressbox, if you want daily picks from Jeremy Kahn, go to PressboxOnline.com. Find out how you can make some money. When we come back in, you got a house.
Yes.
And you were decorating it.
Yes.
I want to talk about, there are no rules. What anything would you put in your house? All right? No rules. Money's not an issue. Location, nothing. I want to talk about that next, all right? It's
Cool.
the Tyus Bowser Show.
fancy shoes.
And welcome back in segment number 3 of the Tyus Bowser Show. Make some noise one more time for Tyus Bowser and Justin Houston. Rita and Glenn with you. I tried again. This word failed every time. You have let me down.
Oh, okay, Glenn and
every
Rita.
time,
Hey,
man.
my favorite part about this show.
I bail.
Oh, be quiet.
I'm bailing.
Real quick, before you get into what you got to get into, my
Yes.
favorite part about this show is Tyus always brings the best guests. I've been messing with Justin this whole time. He's just allowing me to like mess with him a little bit. So thanks for being a good sport over
Thank
there.
you for
He got
coming.
his fancy
Seriously.
shoes on over here. I
Don't
did
do
tell him I was a Gator fan. He ain't give me too much flack. So it's been nice. You always bring the best guests, Tyus, and everybody is just always welcome, and they have the best personality, and it makes the show really great. So we appreciate you for that.
Straight
I
up.
appreciate it.
That's awesome.
It'd be hard, but it's cool that they able to take a few hours out of their time to come and support. So it's awesome, man.
Thank you for that, and thank you for coming out, Justin. That's very cool. We'll remind everybody that the Tyus Bowser Show is a partnership of Pressbox and Grade 8's Memorabilia. Grade 8's is taking care of kids who are fighting cancer right now. A couple of big events benefiting the Casey Cares Foundation. A huge event with Adafe Owe and Patrick Queen on September 26th at Vintage Vinyl in Bel Air. And then on September 27th with new punter Jordan Stout. You can find out more about both of those events by going to great8smemorabilia.com. That's the word great, the number 8, the letter S, memorabilia.com. Love what they're all about. Love partnering with them and the great work that they do. All right, so you were busy wayfaring and putting together a house.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Amazoning.
And Amazon.
What was the thing you had to have for your house? Like, what was this is not going to be my home unless I have this?
I would say with my backyard, which is an amazing backyard, pool, lake, right after, I felt like the main part was...
we might need to take a trip. We might need to maybe do the Tyus Bowser Show in Houston.
Come on
Party
down to
over
Houston.
there.
Yeah,
Party,
right?
no, like for real though. Y'all need to come down there. But I felt like one of the main things was the right patio furniture.
Okay.
I spent a lot of time out there, not only just swimming and stuff, but just being able to relax, kind of unwind a little bit. So it's just a great scenery, and having the right furniture out there to be able to chill, relax was like very important to me. So I was able to get that along with a couple of outdoor TVs to, watch a few shows,
That's
couple
what
games and stuff. So that was my number one thing.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Justin, you've done pretty well for yourself in your career. You've made a couple bucks over the years.
I have.
You got a pool.
I'm actually in the process of building my retirement home. Well,
Oh,
I would say my
nice.
dream house.
What-
back
okay.
at home.
Okay, this is what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
So is your retirement place gonna have a pool?
Yes, it definitely will have.
Okay, all right.
What else? When you're building your dream house, you can have anything you want. What is it that's important that, like you said, if I'm going to live here the rest of my life, I need to have this?
The biggest thing I wanted was a sunroom. It's made of glass. It's my own little personal space. It's added to the master suite. So when my wife and kids are on 100 and they running through the house and they just causing havoc, I'm going to my quiet place. This is my quiet place. I got a TV out there, so I'm just going out there and close the door. It's just going to be me in my quiet space.
How many kids?
I have 4 kids. I have a son and I have 3 daughters.
How old?
10, 6, 5, and the youngest one should be 4 at the end of this month.
Bro,
Nice.
how are you living? How are you alive?
Because
right now?
Glenn and his 2 kids, they barely coexisted.
Oh my
So
God.
that's why he asked you that question, because they run him. I don't know if you know this, but Glenn's kids run Glenn.
I'm exhausted. How in the world are you surviving this?
I have girls, so they grown. I thought I had more time with the nail salon and hair salon.
Oh, no.
Telling you, yes, it started at the age 4. I thought I had at least to 10. So at the age 4, that's what they want to go to. For like my daughter that's turning 4, that's her birthday gift. I want to go to the nail salon. Like, at the age 4, I'm taking her to the nail salon. So that's rough. But they quiet in the house. You give them a couple baby dolls, they go upstairs and play by themselves. Junior by himself now. It sounds like he got 20 people in the house. He boom, 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 boom. He's by himself. So if you got boys, it's different. He be by himself a lot. So I'm blessed. I would say that.
Bro, I got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old boy, and my house is a WWE wrestling hall.
Yeah, so you got 2 boys. That's totally different.
All time. I hear the words fart and poop every 3 seconds of my day. It's all that's going on in my life right there. It is rough. Tyus, if money wasn't an option, we'll go across the table. Money's not an option, location not an option. You could have anything in a house the rest of your life. What would you want it to be?
I would say Greece
Nice.
with a infinity pool on top of a mountain overlooking the ocean.
I would normally ask why, but no, that makes sense.
It just feels so peaceful. I've seen so many people go to Greece, and you see the pictures, and it's like, man, I could see myself like just living here for the rest of my life.
That sounds perfect.
Like for real, really.
That sounds perfect. Justin, what about you?
I would like to be on the nicest beach with the prettiest water, wherever that's at. And I need like a Batman man cave that opens up with the water, and I drive up under.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's dope. Oh, that's dope.
Rita, how you topping that?
I can't top neither one of them. So I'm with Justin. Like, I don't think I have a specific location, right? I don't know where it would be, but I need to be near water. So that's the biggest thing, and it has to be beautiful, right? So obvious that's overseas. But I also need a man cave, and I need a man cave with at minimum 4 TVs. Because I told y'all 2 segments ago, I am a college football fan, so I need to see all the 3:30 games, all the 7 o'clock games, and then on Sundays I gotta watch the Sunday ticket, and I need to see the top 4 games on those specific days. And then when baseball season is going on, I can watch the top 4 of those games.
But if you got all the money, you can just get you one of them 6 TV things that connect all in one.
Oh, that'd be
you
dope.
Can watch, one big game, if like Super Bowl, NBA Finals, or something like that.
Yeah.
I had a TV like that was divided in. You can divide it into 4 games. I think it was a little too much.
See, that's
I was watching
No.
TV. I was getting cross-eyed. I was just like,
so that's why I need
I didn't know what
different
game
TVs.
I was watching. It was just too much going on. I think it's just one TV. I flick it here and then I flick back. Yeah, it's just one TV.
Now,
all the
that's
TVs
too
too
much.
much.
I'm a top channel changer. Don't get it twisted, right? When I can flip them like the best of them, right? And I agree with you that 4 games on one screen is too much because I do it during the season. The ticket allows you to do that. They'll have 4 games at one time, and that is too much. But if I have 4 separate TVs that makes me turn my head, I could do that all day. That's why you go to the bar. That's why people go to the bar and watch games.
I guess that's why I don't go to the bar. I need one game. One game.
That reason right
I
there.
need an arcade. I am a child.
that'd be dope.
I need like.
But what's in your arcade? What is in there is important. Are you putting Donkey Kong? Are you putting?
Yes. And I'm putting all the
Sonic.
adult bar games in there. I'm getting a shuffleboard table. I'm getting it's a combination. It's basically like having a Dave and Buster's at my house, pretty much, right? Like
Can't go wrong with that.
Right?
Can't go wrong with that.
Tell me you wouldn't want to hang out a little bit longer if you came over to be like,
Shit,
yo,
I'd be a main event all the time.
that's what I'm saying.
All the time.
That's why I'm spending my money. Hey, when my boys are going through something, we like to bust their balls about it. How are you guys with Lamar in the locker room? Like, everybody on the planet is talking about him.
Yeah.
He's like a literal walking TMZ at
shit.
the moment. Like, he sneezes and it's breaking news on ESPN and there's 6 dudes debating about it. Do you give him crap about it? Do you have, like, how do you handle all that?
I feel like for him, I just let him do him. He's a grown man, and we understand the situation that he's in, and it's going to be handled, and we just let him do him. You know what I'm saying? We here to support him. That's our guy. That's our quarterback. We want him here, and that's what I believe that's going to happen. And like I said, we just leave that to him. So we just let him do his thing.
I honestly think the locker room and his house is his safe haven. Like, he don't get judged or nobody's out looking for stuff. He get to be him in the locker room, and when he go home and anywhere else, he probably can't. I'm pretty sure he can't be him. He can't be himself. He can't crack jokes. He can't laugh with the guys. As when he's in the locker room, he get to laugh and crack jokes and enjoy himself. And when he go home, he get to enjoy himself. So I think those 2 places are similar, where he can kind of breathe, because everybody in the locker room knows what he's going through. We done been around this so much. He's not the only guy that actually done been in this situation. So
course.
we've been around other guys that have been in this situation. We understand what's going on. So we enjoy having him around, enjoying being with him.
Can you believe this?
Hey,
Can you
I don't know
believe
what
that?
happened.
Can you
Look,
believe
y'all, my
that?
phone is not even on.
you
I don't know what's going on right now.
I
What
think
are you
she's
doing
done it
over
on
there?
purpose.
I swear.
What are you looking?
It's the Ravens app
I
that
was
just
about to
did
say,
this, by the way.
It said Lamar Jackson. I just saw Lamar
It
pictures.
wasn't.
Oh my God.
It wasn't
Oh my
breaking
God.
news. I
Happening
wish it
right
was
now.
breaking news, but I swear the Ravens know what's going on because it was the Ravens app that just did that to me.
I thought you did that, but
got a
I
question.
think it was
I know.
the Florida Gator. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I think that's a Bulldog was talking. She wasn't.
Justin, there's a chance that on Sunday it's going to be Joe Flacco that plays for the Jets against you guys. Obviously, Joe was here before, we got to go back a little ways, right? But I'm sure you went up against him a couple of times. What do you know about Joe? What would it be like going up against that dude again at this point?
I'm gonna treat him just like any other quarterback. I'm not gonna take him lightly at all. I know look what he done for this city. He brought this city a ring. So we know if he's hot, he can do some credible things. So we just want to keep him cold as long as possible and make it real uncomfortable for him.
Is it weird not knowing? Is it like weird preparing for a week not knowing who's going to play?
It does when especially when they like got two different styles. But I think they're not gonna switch up their style of offense. They're gonna run their offense regardless of who's at quarterback. And I think that's a good thing. We can look at this situation. They're not gonna switch up. Whereas in some quarterbacks, some teams they got a running quarterback and they got a pocket quarterback. So they run kind of two different offenses. So I guess in a good way, we know what we're gonna get.
It's not quite the same as like Lamar stepping in for Joe.
Yeah, that was a huge change. Like I was a part of that. I was in Kansas City, so we was like, I think
that
it
was
was
one of the
like
first
2
games,
weeks.
that's right.
Yeah, so it was like he played. That was his second week starting at quarterback. And if you watch the games before when Flacco was in, it was a completely different offense once they put him in. So we didn't know how to prepare because we really didn't know he was just filling in for that one game or was he starting for the rest of the season. Yeah. So that was a huge change for us.
Yeah, that's one of the things where you just chunk the whole entire game plan out the window, and it's like, all right, guys, we're gonna have to be on our P's and Q's this game. Whatever happens, but we don't know. So.
Did you know that day, Justin? Like how good? Like we were like, yo, this dude, I got to get on his team at some point.
Nah, Lamar, he would tell you, after that game, I went to him and told him, I said, Lamar, you have the skills to be one of the greatest to ever play this game. Like, just after that game, and I knew it. I've been around, I chased a lot of quarterbacks. So I'm just chasing him and trying to get to him. And seeing his talent, I know what he got and what he's capable of. And so I knew the first time I saw him, he was a special guy.
It's cool.
Definitely.
That's real cool. Yeah. Before we wrap with you, I wanted to ask you something. I saw a video you talking to Josh Ross a couple weeks ago, and you were talking about having a basketball mindset. Of course, Tyus played basketball at a really high level, right? We talk about basketball all the time with Tyus. What do you mean by that basketball mindset? What are you trying to impose on him?
So as a pass rusher, I think a lot of guys get caught up in like having a move in their mind before they even rush. And I think that's kind of, in a way, in my mind, I think that's the wrong idea to have a move predetermined when you don't even know what the guy in front of you is really going to do. So you have a mindset, well, I'm about to rush on the edge, and this guy jumps at you. They really don't have a backup plan because you was already in your mind prepared to do this one thing. It's just like on the basketball court. Most guys don't. If you ask Kyrie or LeBron what they was doing, what they was thinking about, they don't tell you. They just react to a guy that was playing defense. The whole time you playing basketball, you just reacting to the guy in front of you that's playing defense. So as a pass rusher, to me, I think you should be more about reaction. Reacting to the guy in front of you, you take what he's giving you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I be like the basketball mindset.
It's cool.
We talk about, I don't know if you guys even pay attention to like how media talks about the Ravens, but obviously the pass rush has been a conversation because it's not so many outside linebackers. And
yeah, thanks a lot, Tyus. Thanks for getting hurt, you jerk.
and you came out and said, you're ready to step up and do whatever it is that the team needs to do. But are you guys inside concerned? Like when you hear people talk about the pass rush situation, do y'all just look at the media and be like, we good over here? It's gonna be all right.
We definitely got that vibe going on. We
Yeah.
ain't stunting by nobody outside that locker room. We just ready to show people. I know we got a couple guys down. We ready to get Tybo back, and we got another young guy that's gonna help us on the edge. But we'll be prepared from week one. I promise you, we'll be prepared.
By the way, did you call him Tybo?
Yes, I call
I
him
don't think
Tybo.
we've ever heard that before. Is that a thing?
My bad.
Wait a second. This is
He giving
breaking
away
news.
locker room names.
Well, it's one of my team nicknames.
I mean, it
that they
makes
give me.
sense, obviously.
Yeah, it does. It makes a lot of sense, and I'm actually cool with it. You know, as long as you don't call me out of my normal name.
Right, I'm not.
Yeah.
You're saying it's okay for Justin to call you Tybo, but I need to keep referring to you as Mr.
No,
Bowser.
like I don't. No, I'm saying I don't have an issue with you calling me Tybo. It's just when, you know, people try to say my actual name Tyus and you call me something else, Tyrus, Titus, Tamaya.
yeah.
Like I don't like that.
Yeah.
Like call me Tyus, or I'm cool with you calling me Tybo.
It's not that hard to figure out what somebody's name. It's
You'd
literally
be
their
amazed.
name.
You'd be amazed.
No, I know.
You'd be amazed.
It shouldn't be that.
A lot of people still don't know how to pronounce my name, and it's Tyus.
It's 4 letters.
4 letters, man.
Hey, you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't know how to spell Houston.
Really?
I
Like
swear to
you're
you,
literally.
listen, they be like, it's like Houston, Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought it was only spelled one way, but you'll be surprised, man. That's just
Now
me.
there's an X in there. You're like,
Something.
I blame the schools. What the hell's going on
Yeah, man.
around
That's
here?
bad.
Y'all
That's
make
bad.
some noise one more time. Tyus Bowser and Justin Houston. Justin, is there anything we can plug for you? I don't know. I mean, you're not really a big social media guy. Like, I think I saw you still have an Instagram somewhere that maybe you use a little bit.
Yeah, I'll be on there a little bit. I'm not a big social media guy because I think that's the social media, if it's not used for good, it's definitely used for a lot of bad these days. So now I just post a lot of Bible verses on there, and if it's not really football related, I don't post much because I feel like today is where you can't even post the good because there's somebody somewhere looking to turn it to a bad situation. So I try my best not to give them anything to turn to a bad situation.
I mean, you got enough good going on in your life. You don't need any of that.
Yeah, I
feel
don't
you,
need no
bro.
more problems.
Tyus, great to have you back, my man. Great to have you back.
Happy to be back, man.
I'm so excited to be doing this all season long. I want to give a big shout out to Guilford Hall Brewery for having us out here tonight. This place is amazing. The food is outstanding.
Amazing.
And they're going to be open 7 days a week starting this Sunday with their Ravens kickoff party. You're going to want to be here. They're hooking everybody who's wearing their football apparel up with 10% off on this Sunday. Guilford Hall Brewery, 1611 Guilford Avenue in Station North. Come out, check the spot out. We're actually coming back here for another show later in the season.
Nice.
So I'm excited about that.
Nice.
We'll be back here 2 weeks from this week, September 20th. We will be at Skipjack's in Middle River. That will be the next Tyus Bowser Show. Looking forward to seeing you guys out there. Thanks to Maryland Vascular Specialists. Their team of surgeons is Maryland's leaders in ethical arterial procedures. Thanks to Ginsu Kamado Grills. Coming soon, the Ginsu Kamado Grill, the perfect ceramic tailgate. To Home Grill for searing, grilling, baking, and smoking all kinds of food. Rita, thank you. Love you, friends.
Love you, friend.
And we will see you guys back here in 2 weeks for the next Tyus Bowser Show.